A mother chose a new husband over her own son. That choice set off a chain of events that ended with 2 men dead and a killer still on the run. In a small village called Janab Chab Bakhshwala in Multan, a family of 2 lived quietly, a mother named Ruqaiya and her son Zahoor. Zahoor had lost his father when he was just 15 years old. From that point forward it was just the 2 of them. Ruqaiya's brothers supported the household financially, covering expenses, keeping the kitchen running, making sure they got by. For years this arrangement held the small family together. Then Ruqaiya met a man named Nawaz. He was from the same area. A divorcee, his first marriage had not worked out and he had separated from his wife. Through regular interaction Ruqaiya and Nawaz began talking, then became friends, and that friendship slowly turned into something more. Eventually they both decided they wanted to get married. Ruqaiya sat her son down and told him directly she wanted to remarry. Zahoor's reaction was immediate and emotional. He told her he was a young man himself, that people would talk, that his friends would mock him for having a mother who remarried while her own son was still young. He said it would humiliate him. Ruqaiya told him simply, "Let people talk. This is my decision and I am going to marry Nawaz." Zahoor felt cornered and ashamed. He told her fine, if this marriage happens, their relationship is over. He packed his belongings and moved out of the house to live with his maternal aunt. He cut off all contact with his mother completely. No calls. No visits. Total silence. The nikah happened regardless. Ruqaiya left with Nawaz and moved into his home. Her son was gone. Her old life was behind her. She stepped into what she believed would be a new beginning. It was not. Sometime into the marriage a truth about Nawaz began surfacing. He was a gambler. And his gambling had a pattern that made the household unpredictable and dangerous. On the days he won, he came home relaxed and pleasant. On the days he lost, he came home looking for a target. Ruqaiya became that target every single time. Arguments over nothing. Verbal abuse. Then physical violence. This became the routine of their life together. Ruqaiya had nobody to turn to. Her son had cut ties. Her new husband was the source of her pain. One day, after one beating too many, she had enough. She told Nawaz she was done. She could not live like this anymore. She was not going to continue taking beatings every time he lost at gambling, and she was leaving. She packed her things and went to her sister's house, where she told her everything. Her sister listened and sympathized, but also reminded her of the painful reality. "You know your son is already angry with you," she said. "It was because of this marriage that you lost him. There is very little room to maneuver here." Meanwhile, Ruqaiya's sister quietly called Zahoor and told him what his mother was going through. She told him Nawaz was beating her, gambling, and making her life unbearable. Zahoor had carried his resentment for a long time. But hearing this, something shifted in him. He came to see his mother. When they sat together he told her, "I warned you. I told you this would happen. I told you things were not right. But you made your choice. What's done is done. But this man has hurt you. So I am here now and we will get you a divorce from him. I am your son. I am with you. We will end this." Word reached Nawaz that Zahoor had come and that mother and son were now planning to pursue a divorce. Nawaz showed up at the sister's house immediately. He told Ruqaiya to get up and come home. She refused. She told him she had told him clearly she was not coming back. He beat her, he gambled, and she owed him nothing more. Nawaz grabbed her arm to force her out. Zahoor was standing right there. He immediately stepped forward, pulled his mother's arm free, and shoved Nawaz back. Nawaz pointed at him. He said, "Anyone who comes between me and my wife will be shot. I will kill whoever stands in my way. You have no idea who you are dealing with." Zahoor told him to get out. After Nawaz left, mother and son decided together, this man was dangerous and unpredictable. They needed to go to the village leader, the Sarpanch, a respected man in the area named Moyuddin, and lay everything out before him. Let him mediate. Let him call Nawaz in and force a resolution. They went to the Sarpanch and told him everything, the gambling, the beatings, the threats, the violence. The Sarpanch listened and then called Nawaz in. Both sides sat together, Nawaz with his sister, Zahoor with his mother Ruqaiya, and several respected community members present. The Sarpanch addressed Nawaz directly. He asked him why he gambled, why he beat his wife, why he made threats. Nawaz denied everything. He said he had never gambled. He said these were all lies and false accusations. He said Ruqaiya would not stay home and that he was the one being wronged. Ruqaiya and Zahoor held firm. They told the Sarpanch they were done. They wanted no more part of this marriage. Nawaz gave threats. Nawaz gambled. Nawaz beat her. They did not trust him and they would not go back. The Sarpanch made his ruling. He looked at Nawaz and said, "These people do not want to continue this marriage. Nobody can be forced to stay. The right thing to do is let her go with dignity. End this properly." Nawaz refused. He said he would not release her. The Sarpanch raised his voice. He told Nawaz he was in the wrong. That what he had done to this woman was shameful. That this was not how a decent man behaves. The community present heard everything. Nawaz felt the full weight of public humiliation and left, seething, silent, and burning. That night he could not sleep. The humiliation played over and over in his mind. The Sarpanch's words. The community watching. His own wife and stepson standing against him in public. The next morning, May 29th, Nawaz arrived at the house where Ruqaiya and Zahoor were staying. He knocked. Zahoor opened the door. The moment the door opened, Nawaz said, "I told you not to come between me and my wife. You didn't listen." He shot Zahoor at point-blank range. Zahoor collapsed at the doorstep. Nawaz did not stop there. He walked directly from that house straight to the Sarpanch's home. He told him, "You made decisions about other people's lives. You humiliated me in front of everyone. Now take what you deserve." He shot the Sarpanch too. The Sarpanch died on the spot. 2 men dead. A son who had only come back to protect his mother. A community leader who had only tried to bring peace to a broken situation. Someone called the police immediately. Officers arrived in large numbers, documented the scene, took both bodies for post-mortem, and registered a formal FIR naming Nawaz as the suspect in both murders. Nawaz fled. At the time this story was reported, police had conducted multiple raids trying to locate him. He had not been caught. Ruqaiya, the woman at the center of it all, had lost everything. The son she had pushed away came back to protect her. And because he came back, because he loved her enough to stand between her and a dangerous man, he was dead. The Sarpanch who had only done his duty was also dead. And the man responsible was still somewhere out there, free. Lessons from the darkness. Nawaz showed every warning sign before the violence ever happened. He gambled. He beat his wife when he lost. He made death threats openly and in front of witnesses. He told Zahoor directly, "Anyone who comes between me and my wife will be shot." He said it clearly. Nobody called the police that night. Nobody took the threat seriously enough to act on it. The first lesson is this: when someone makes a specific death threat, treat it as a plan, not an outburst. Nawaz told them exactly what he was going to do. They did not believe he would actually do it. He did. The second lesson is harder to say, but it needs to be said. Ruqaiya chose a man she barely knew over a son who loved her and warned her. She paid for that choice with her son's life. This is not about judging a widow for wanting companionship. That is a deeply human need. It is about the importance of knowing who you are inviting into your life before you allow them to change everything about it. A few months of courtship is not enough to know a person's character. Gambling, volatility, and violence don't appear on day one. They surface slowly, after the commitment has already been made. The third lesson is about community intervention. The Sarpanch did the right thing. He mediated, he ruled fairly, he told Nawaz clearly that what he was doing was wrong. And he paid for that with his life. The lesson here is not that mediation is wrong. It is that when a man with a history of violence and open threats is involved, mediation alone is not enough. The police need to be involved before the situation escalates, not after. Zahoor came back for his mother. He set aside his pride, his pain, and his resentment because she needed him. That is what love looks like. And it cost him everything.